you got a hard enough job to do tonight. You know what you're doing, right? I got it. Coming in a little too hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Falcons Gymnasium here in the city of Brookline, Massachusetts, the home of your Fisher College Falcons. Tonight's women's volleyball contest features the visiting Lynx of Lesley University versus your own Falcons of Fisher College. Fisher College, the Continental Athletic Conference, and the NAIA. That's how you join us in supporting character-driven intercollegiate athletics. Help us create a positive competitive environment by showing respect for today's student-athletes, officials, and spectators. Fisher College is committed to the NAIA Championship principles of integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership at all times, and ask for your help to create a positive playing environment. Keep playing, keep learning, keep growing, game on. Learn more about opportunities to play in the NAIA at NAIA.org. Now it's time to meet the start lines. First to the visitors, Lesley University. A junior from Arlington, Massachusetts, number 2, Ryan Palmati. A libero sophomore from North Brunswick, New Jersey, number 5, Corinne Hall Johnson. A sophomore from Waco, Texas, number 9, Abby Price. A senior from New York, number 11 is Stefani Morales. A sophomore from Fort Anne, New York, number 12, Awa Junda. A junior from Clayton, North Carolina, number 14, Shay Thomas. And a junior from Boston, Massachusetts, number 16, Mariah Febba. Head coach for the Lynx is Corzon Arms. And now it's time for the song for your Fisher College Falcons. A junior from Guanajuato, Puerto Rico, number 2, Sofia Campos. A freshman from Carolina, Puerto Rico, number 5, Luis Velez. A senior from Southwest Puerto Rico, number 8, Valeria Soto. A sophomore from Southwest Puerto Rico, number 10, Diana Rios. A freshman from Hazel Green, Alabama, number 12, Kayla Arnold. A sophomore from Ponce, Puerto Rico, number 14, Alejandra Forasi. And a sophomore from Coro Alta, Puerto Rico, number 15, Natalia Ramirez. Head coach for your Falcons, Mati Manalo. The national anthem provides student athletes and fans an important time-honored opportunity to honor our country and recognize its principles. The NAIA asks that we now stand, if able, please remove your cap as we pay our respect to America with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Pappas Gymnasium in Brookline, Mass. This is Fisher Women's Volleyball here on LSP today. The Lesley Lynx in town with a record of 0-10 to take on the Fisher Falcons with a record of 5-3. Good evening, everybody. Sam Feely here with you, ready to bring the play-by-play story. Bit of a late start to this one. Officials actually coming from other games before this one, so I had to push it back about half an hour, but we are just about ready for some volleyball, and we'll see if Lesley can even win one set tonight. They have been swept in all 10 of their matches to this point. Meanwhile, Fisher off to a reasonable start, 5-3, but lost each of their last two. And if you find folks happen to hear some like buzzing in my in your as you listen to this my stupid in stereo, there's a reason for that. I'll try to address it between sets, but at any rate, Fisher will be in white and Lesley will be in black. Fisher will start with Campos, Velez, Soto, Rios, Arnold, Farinacci, and Ramirez. Lesley counters with Fatahi, Hall Johnson, Price, Morales, Dunda, Thomas, and Febo. And the Falcons can't get too comfortable. You have to understand, this is one of 3 home dates for them all year. And the last 2 don't come until late October. In a short amount of time, too, calling with a doubleheader against UMFK. And Lesley gets the first point of the match. So again, Lesley looking for its first set win of the year, let alone match win. And it'll be Rand Fatahi, the junior outside hitter out of Arlington, Mass, and a former Arlington Spy Ponder business major at Lesley to serve. Right side, a little too strong there. And a 2-0 lead in the early going for the Lynx. Soft touch will get down with a pile up there. We'll give Fisher their first point. Kayla Arnold, Frosh out of Hazel Green, Alabama, will serve. We just got a delay here. Just addressing things with the scorer's desk. And here we go. Left side, oh, they're just gonna have to underhand it here. Too late to get in position for a strike from the left side, and then it's pushed with a soft touch. Almost went over the end line, but it's good for a kill for the Falcons, and they have pulled level at 2. Use 2 hands to get it over for Ramirez. Left side. Velez denied. Trying again to set up Thomas on the left side. She gets it down. Abby Price now in for the Lynx, replacing Hall Johnson. And for the left side, sheer power there from Yaris Velez to pull the Falcons level at 3. Sofia Campos Picks up the ace. Boy, Fisher takes its first lead, and all of a sudden the who you got poll swings in the Falcons' favor. That gets inside the line for Abby Price. And Lesley pulls even. 4-4. The serve will be in the hands of a Stephanie Morales. Senior out of New York, New York. Dig went straight over. And the return sent wide right. Thank you very much. Say the Falcons on that one. It's one where you should be able to punish them pretty easily if you are Lesley, but pushed it a bit to the right there. And Fisher back on top. Diana Rios. Yep. That gets down inside the line. I think it was able to stay inside the line because of a deflection off a Lesley fingertip at the net. Another kill for Velez. Rios again to serve. Two hands to get it over. Thomas. Campos laying out. Can't save it. Point for Lesley, not 54 points. You wish. A fine effort there by Fatahi to lay out after the pass from Jillian Donlin went off target, but point for the Falcons, 7-5. Drilled down by Soto. 8-5. Velez to serve. Straight into the net. Corinne Hall-Johnson. Nice job. Wild ricochet after the soft touch. Looked like the dig was going to go straight back over. Made Lesley have to work for it, and now we play on in this point. That is too strong for Kayla Arnold from the left side. Might have been a deflection. Slowed it down for Soto to get it down for the point for Fisher. The kill for Soto. 9-7. And it'll be Soto to serve. The knuckleball to get it over after the dig nearly landed on their side of the net for Lesley, but to no avail. Eventually, Fisher gets the kill. You gotta love the scrappiness of Lesley on some of these points in the early going. Those are had some tricky balls. It can be hard to read, and you might give up on it sometimes, but they found ways out of some jams in this first set. But Fisher now up 4-11-7, largest lead of the set for the Falcons, as we sent over with two hands by Arnold and sent too far. Ariel Udell will check out, and Morales will check back in, and the service coming from Febo. Left side. Old pop shot there, dug out. Soft touch, kept alive. That gets down again for Arnold. A little hit or miss here in the early going for Arnold, it seems. That's starting to smooth things out as Fisher are up 12-8, and Lesley takes their first time out. LSP and Shipping Shield are partners in card. Shipping Shields are the eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors trusted by yours truly. Made in the U.S. and Canada on 100% recyclable cardboard. Use the link and codes on the screen or in the description for a discount on your order. We may receive a commission from those orders, but we thank you for your continued support of whatever this is. Other ways you can support us? Well, here's one of them anyways. You can sponsor future content for as little as $25 a spot by emailing yours truly for all the deets. It's my birthday tomorrow, and my father sent me an email last week asking, I'm going to be out of commission, but, let me know where you want me to order you and your wife a birthday cake from, and just send me all the deets. I mean, I'm flattered, don't get me wrong. Thank you, Dad, for the cake, but, this octogenarian, weather nerd typed out the word deets. That's not how do you do fellow kids territory. That's how do you do fellow grandkids. Communication breakdown between Fatahi and Hall Johnson will get Fisher to the halfway mark of this first set. Farinacci. Soft touch up the middle. That's a close spot there with Ramirez getting very close to the line and under the net, but able to stay on her side, get it down. 14-8. It's two straight for Fisher out of the Lesley timeout. Farinacci again. Hall Johnson has to use two hands to set it over as they couldn't get in position on the... Yeah, that's the issue, absolutely. Ramirez has been dangerously close to crossing over. Couple of times in this first set, and that time she and the Falcons got burned, but they get the point right back thanks to Rios. 15-9 is our score in set number one. Arnold gets the ace. Arnold is from Hazel Green, Alabama, as I mentioned. She's a freshman. The rest of the starting lineup, in fact, the rest of the Fisher roster are all from Puerto Rico or the Dominican Republic. The entire rest of the starting lineup, besides Arnold, are from Puerto Rico. And I completely whiffed on that. We do have one player from Spain, Miriam Romero. She's not on the court right now. What we do have right now, though, is Lesley taking its second time out, down 18-9 in set number 1. When I say LSP is something for everyone since 2011, I, by God, mean it. Sports, live events, petsing, walking, tech, help parents, and a whole lot more. Find our Thumbtack page or Linktree LSP37 or email yours truly so we can proceed to give you what you need. Well, the first Lesley timeout did little to quell Fisher's momentum, and now they're out of timeouts as Fisher is 7 points away from taking set number 1. Arnold to serve. A little too strong there by Dunda. Had the right idea there, but got inside the ball a bit too much. Soft touch, dug out. Thomas kept alive. Soft touch off of one fingertip and then out of bounds. Febo keeping the Falcons in this one. Pretty sure we have 21-9 is the score. Had 2 points out of the timeout, right? I'll get down for another Fisher point. Anthony, is the score right? I don't think it is. The scoreboard had 3 points out of the... Or am I just, you know, that tired? Well, Fisher don't seem to have an issue with it. Dig results in a free ball for Fisher, and again, you can't knock the hustle by Ramirez, but she goes under the net again. Contacts the Lesley players, and that was a point that Falcons looked discombobulated on anyways, and she did it again. Or did she? Came very close to doing so, but this time it was Lesley getting called for the violation. Oh, just almost outsmarted themselves, did the Falcons. That's blocked. Is that a double? Nope. With authority, Velez. Campos to serve. Soft touch. Oh, nice job to keep it alive. The little hook shot by Soto. That's blocked, and they got Price contacting the net there. So set point for the Falcons in the hands of Campos. Nearly got the ace out of it. Great job by Hall Johnson to catch up to it for the dig. Rejection, but it goes out of bounds. And that'll do it for set number one. Fisher takes it 25-10. And set number two coming up after this.
Ordinarily, they have babysitting the scorekeeper so that you can help each other solve. But good idea.
Welcome back to the second set of Fisher Women's Volleyball here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from Pappas Gymnasium in Brookline, Mass. The Falcons taking set one, 25-10 over the Lesley Lynx. And now about to get set number two underway. We're just still sorting some things out at the scorer's desk before we get that one underway. Mentioned that Lesley has not won a set this year. Now, the Falcons may be 5-3, and they may have lost their last two, but there's only one game where they got swept this year, and that was against SUNY Plattsburgh up in Castleton, Vermont. Still just trying to make sure everything and everyone is on the same page, as it'll be Fisher to serve to start set number two. Mariah Fabo, junior out of Boston. Left side. Kept alive on the back line by Hall Johnson, and Fisher gets the first point, 4 touches. Farinacci. Oh, another communication breakdown. That one landed betwixt Dunda and Fabo. Just outside, far corner on that strike, and Lesley picks up their first point of set number 2. Lesley's squad that only averages 3.97 kills per set. Indicates that once you add on their aces, which they have 1.67 per set, the majority of their points, at least a good chunk of them, are due to errors by their opposition. They allow 10 kills per set and 5.63 aces per set. Campos to serve. Straight into the net. Lesley entering play with a minus .071 hitting percentage as favors returned to the Falcons there. Our opponents with a .224 hitting percentage. Dunda, the only player for the Lynx averaging more than 1 kill per set. And the only regular attacker with a hitting percentage in the black at 148. Still got some administration going on at the scorer's desk here. For Fisher, Velez and Ramirez leading the way with 4.45 and 3.14 kills per set, respectively. Both with a hitting percentage of over 140. But as a team, Fisher only hits 108. Opposition hits 138, however. Average 3 aces a set to about 2.5 for the Falcons opposition. We are still trying to get this issue untangled with the scorer's desk and subs, I believe. And I'm up here. I could not tell you what the fix is, whether it was a clerical error on somebody's part. I really could not tell you. But gotta stay loose if you're on the court right now, and both the Lesley players and the Fisher players are trying their best to do so. Well, while we wait for that to get sorted out, I'll let you know that The LSP store is open. You can get yourself a DVD or digital copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or one of several different designs of stickers, shirts, or other merch, including some stuff with my dog, Teen of the Long Arena, on it, and some words I've probably said on this here YouTube channel over the years. Email yours truly for game videos, Creator Spring for merch. Do it. It's my birthday tomorrow. Much ado about nothing, apparently, as Rios will serve. He's very close to the line while serving, and that one gets inside the near side for Lesley anyway, so 5-4. And this is a spot where if you are Lesley, you want to take advantage, you know. Fisher went on an insane run to close out that first set, up 5-3. Wow. A communication breakdown this time by the Falcons. This is where you need to strike while the iron is hot if you are the Lynx. Try and punish Lesley for these mistakes. Do not allow them. Punish the Falcons for their mistakes. Do not allow them to get back on track and then blow by you with the momentum they'd regain. But a service error gives the Falcons the lead back, and now a service error of their own ties it. Perhaps both teams a little frozen by that long delay, and your hope is that as a spectator, soon enough, these teams will have their engines going again and have a good competitive match. Yay, no service error this time. An ace instead. Yeah, after a long delay like that, that really did not end up impacting the game at all. Both teams, wait around all day for this, and you can understand being a little rusty. Well, there's a good job by Dunda to get it over. That one is a little too strong, though, up the gut for Ramirez, and Lesley back within one. 8-7, and we're going to have a substitution. And here comes Bailey Cinnamon Daniel. That one gets inside the line for the Falcons. Punching it up, and it gets down. Farinacci popped up. Dunda. Dunda with the block. From behind the line, sent over. Daniel unable to get it down, and guess you don't know your own strength. Velez put that one through a brick wall. Unfortunately, couldn't keep it inside the line. And sub here is, maybe not so much a sub as got to break out the towel, clean up on aisle 5 or whatever. All right, we're good to go. maybe not. Still cleaning up. Fatai to serve. Into the net for Velez. The attack errors mounting here for Fisher, keeping Lesley in it. Against Fatai to serve. Bit of a rainbow there coming up short, then pushed over. And able to get the kill, get the lead back up to 2. 11-9. Sub is Jessica Brassel come in for Lesley. Wow. Good effort by Hall Johnson. Hate to see a free ball like that get sent over and you can't even do anything. The opposition doesn't even have to do anything about it. Laying out. Love the effort by Hall Johnson. Soft touch. Kept alive. Pushed to the left side. Velez. Hall Johnson having a time here. That one, though, gets inside the corner. Nowhere close enough were any Lesley players. 13-9. Hall Johnson reaching out, and can they get it over? No. Fine double team effort by Hall Johnson and Cinnamon Daniel, but ends up as an ace. 14-9 now. Hall Johnson has 90 digs on the year, and pretty sure she's going to get past a hundo by the time this one is over, if she hasn't already. $14-9. That got inside the line between Brassel and Hall Johnson. Both backed up. Sure if it was because they thought the other was going to get it or they thought it was going to go over, but on that one just goes straight into the net. 15-10. And the sub here is Hall Johnson comes off. And Price comes on. Done to the serve. Step or two behind that one. Fine effort laying out by Farinacci. Another point for the Lynx. Oh boy. You never want to see her get up and favor her shoulder like that after such a play, but she looks like she's going to be good to go. Not telling head coach Anna Manalo that she wants to come out. She needs to come out. She's a hockey player. Try the soft touch to tap it over, but I don't know if they would have gotten it past Price anyways. 15-12. Left side, and ripping it off of Brassel's hands is Velez, 16-12. Campos. Well, they're really picking on Hall Johnson right now. The back line, 17-12. Fisher leads. Timeout, Lesley. Are you down with the sound called LSP? Of course you are. Then follow and support us on the web. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube, PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP 37. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to this here YouTube channel. Optional memberships for $5 a month. Goodies sometimes. Fun all the time. All the cool kids are doing it. So out of the timeout, Campos to serve with Fisher 8 points away from a 2-0 lead. Right idea by Price. I sent it back from whence it came. Maybe the Falcons a bit out of position, but got it into the net. 18-12. Campos again to serve. Thomas gets it inside the line. A kill for Shea Thomas, junior out of Clayton, North Carolina. Thomas interplay with 13 kills on the year in 30 sets, 0.43 per set. Usually a factor as a setter, tied with Mariah Febo for the team lead in assists with 40. The funny thing is, though, Febo has gotten those 40 assists in fewer than half the sets played. Rios. That gets down for Rios, who only had 3 aces all year coming into play. Gets a deflection off of Campos, does Price. 21-14. Thomas to serve. Left side, the howitzer from Yaris Velez. Now Velez to serve, the freshman out of Carolina, Puerto Rico. Yep, no, that's the danger of balls in that spot. Great job by Fatahi forcing Velez into that situation. You got to make up your mind quick with those balls heading towards the back line. If it's not obvious, let it go or play it. And that time, deflected off of her for the Lesley point. Looking for some revenge here. Relayed back towards the middle. Dunda, dug out. Left side, no. Too strong by Arnold. (22-16). Lesley still hanging in here, and now the service by Hall Johnson gets the ace out of it. Gotta love the way Hall Johnson is taking initiative in this game, throwing herself all over the court, and what a strike too on that ace. That one gets down though at the feet of Thomas. Hall Johnson entered play tonight with the team lead in aces at 13. And we have another timeout called by Lesley. LSP and Shipping Shield are partners in cards. Shipping Shields are the eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors trusted by yours truly. Made in the U.S. and Canada on 100% recyclable cardboard. Use the link and codes on the screen or in the description for a discount on your order. We may receive a commission from those orders, but we thank you for your continued support of whatever this is. So with Fisher 2 points away from a set 2 victory, just inside the line for another Lesley point. Fabo digs it out. Oh, right idea from Fatahi, coming in hot to try and keep that one alive, but tapped it backwards rather than forwards, and it is set point for the Falcons. Fernacci, too strong, we play on. 24-19. Fatahi to serve. Former Arlington Spy Ponder. Knuckled that one into the antenna, and that does it for set number 2. Falcons lead 2-0, and they'll go for the sweep after this. back to set 3 of Fisher Women's Volleyball here on LSP. Sam Philly here with you from Pappas Gymnasium in Brookline, Mass. It is 2-0. The Falcons on top of the Lesley Lynx, looking for the clean sweep. Lesley still looking for their first set win of the season. Fisher in white, Lesley in black. It will be Falcons service. Again, the Falcons go for their clean sweep and try to end this 2-game losing streak. And they'll start with an ace for Farinacci. Farinacci passed the 20 ace threshold now in the season, entered play with 19. After having basically 2 aces every 3 sets. This is great effort by Lesley defensively. Now they send it over. Takes a deflection off of Dunda. She sends it right back over. And that gets inside the line for Ramirez, 2-0. Now, this is only one of 3 home dates for the Falcons this year. And the last 2 don't come until late October, 5 days apart. That's Bay Path on Sunday the 19th, and a doubleheader against UMaine Fort Kent. Everything coming up, Fisher here in the early going of set number 3, up 3-0. Speaking of Fort Kent, now it's the women's volleyball team's turn to take their weekend in the woods. As they visit Fort Kent for a doubleheader on Saturday and UMPI for a doubleheader on Sunday. Clean up on the Lesley aisle, it seems. Lynx under the leadership of Corey Lenars, in his first year at the helm of the Lynx. Spent the last 2 years at Bunker Hill Community College. Hey, Serge Financi, how you doing? That one gets inside the line, and Campos and Velez with the closest, but couldn't reach out in time. Had a very good last 2 seasons with the Bulldogs, did Corey. Dude is actually still getting his education. He's currently enrolled at Bristol Community College. Is that illegal, though? If you were to coach, I guess conflict of interest wouldn't really exist if if Lesley is going to be playing Bunker Hill, if they don't have any Region 21 teams on their schedule. But what if? I'm just throwing this out there. I'm grasping for straws. What would happen if he was still at Bunker Hill? Would he be allowed to, pursue that degree at Bristol? I guess in the end, keep academics and athletics separate. You don't have to worry about it. I know y'all out there saying, please don't worry about it. It's none of your business. I'm I don't know, man. It's my birthday. Let me off the hook. Tomorrow it is. Velez with the kill there. And wow, Velez sending it back from whence it came. No chance to dig it out. 7-2. So I wanted to take a moment, by the way, speaking of Region 21, if y'all are returning viewers, as Lesley picks up another point. Motion shown there by Shea Thomas and company. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, and if you are, why would you do that to yourself? If you're a regular viewer of this channel, no matter what's on, and you're looking for Mass Bay sports, fortunately we are not working with the Bucks this year. Talked to Adam Nelson about it. I totally understand the circumstances going on, and appreciate him giving me the opportunity for most of the last 8 years to cover Buccaneers athletics, and appreciate him still putting good words for both me and Saeed. And if y'all want to do the Bucks a solid and check out their new live streams, please do. Keep supporting small school athletics. One rolls off of Soto's fingers. Oh, wait a minute. They're going to overrule it. Contact to the net is what happened, and Morales was as stunned as anyone to see that call, but she goes off for a change. Rios. It'll be Thomas. Nope, it'll be Price. Takes the deflection off of Price for a Fisher point. The one upshot, though, if you continue to support Mass Bay's streams, is that you don't get my stupid in stereo. Addition by subtraction, right, Adam? The self-effacing humor is the only way I stay in one piece in this world, whatever it is. Into the net for Price, 12-4. And Lesley, Corey Linnair is going to grab a timeout here. It's Fisher already to the halfway mark. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support to a player, team, or coach. Email yours truly for all the deets. Not sure if we can make it happen at this point, but folks, we are 21 subscribers away from 1,000, and my offer for free t-shirt for the 1,000th subscriber, yeah, I know, seems a little low, but free shirt of your choice from the LSP store to whoever can prove they are the 1,000th subscriber. But you gotta keep it that way, guys. This isn't like free trials just canceling. You don't even have to pay a thing. Nothing to cancel. Lynx talking to his assistant, Daniel Keys. How do we close those gaps? Yeah, I was going to say that's going to be a carry. I've never heard a team's bench chant "you can't do that" before. Yeah, as I was saying, nothing to cancel, you know, no subscription to cancel. I'm still here. I'm still doing this, and Fisher's still hanging in there despite being down 14-5 here in set 3, looking a sweep in the face. (15-5). Fisher hoping to make quick work of the Lynx, get to 6-3 on the year. Fisher looking at 0-11, and they will get the kill there. Good effort. And Price. Hall Johnson. Right side. Haven't seen Farinacci really step into one like that before then. Velez. Dunda. Good job. Good effort by Rios to try and dig that one out, but Dunda gets the kill. 16-7. And gonna hold up for a moment, and now we do have a sub. And Cinnamon Daniel is in now, but the service goes straight into the net for Fabo, and looked like she just dropped a antique plate. Her reaction to that service. Wide of the line for Cinnamon Daniel. You know, you can feel bad about that stuff, you know, hanging in the net like Fabo did a couple points ago. A service error like that. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. But you have to remember, anyone can have bad days. Professional athletes have bad days, and I have a video in the works about one of the baddest of days in baseball history that I hope you folks will enjoy when and if I have the brain cells to put it all together. Fans of the Red Sox circa 2012 may want to look away from that one, even though I was one of them. 20-7. Farinacci, I mentioned we don't really get to see her step into some of these attacks like she did on one kill earlier in the match. I mean, Obviously, that's not her role, generally speaking, but averages less than a kill per set on the season, 13 in 29. And we have another timeout called by the Lynx. When I say LSP is something for everyone since 2011, I, by God, mean it. Sports, live events, petsing, walking, tech help, errands, and a whole lot more. Find our Thumbtack page or Linktree LSP37 or email yours truly so we can proceed to give you what you need. Let's wait for the clock to run out here on the timeout. Still a lot of time available after that one, but now we got to hold up again as we got some more mop work needed on Lesley's side of the court. Hey! Yeah! Where was that the entire game? And our stupid contestants will receive the limousine black metal detector. I only say that because it looks like a metal detector. And I know nobody who watches these is as terminally online as I am to be able to come up with that specific Homestar Runner reference or any Homestar Runner reference on a college volleyball broadcast. You people mean the world to me. Yeah, guys, maybe find some coin. Good job trying to dig it out on the back line by both Thomas and Hall Johnson. But 2 points away from the clean sweep are the Falcons. Farinacci. Dunda takes a deflection at the net. And, a lot of traffic there on the left side, but Lesley able to keep it alive. A lot of traffic in that spot for both teams. Soft touch, kept alive, centered. And Dunda, just a step late on that one, and some more sorting things out there on the Lesley side, as it is now match point for the Falcons. That is inside the line for the match-sealing kill. Ace for Alondra Farinacci, and Fisher wins it in straight sets. 25-7 is the score of set number 3. Lesley falls to 0-11. Fisher improves to 6-3. Their weekend in the woods against Fort Kent and UMPI coming up this weekend. So with that said, this has been a presentation of LSP, something for everyone since 2011, copyright 2025. Unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of Fisher College or LSP is strictly prohibited. A reminder that if you want to support future LSP content, you can buy shipping shields using the link and code on the screen or in the description. We may receive a commission from those orders, but we thank you for your continued support of whatever this is. Of course, you can buy ads on future broadcasts for as little as $25 a spot. Hire us to work your next live event, sports game, or anything else we can do for you on any given day. Buy some of this fabulous merchandise from the LSP Creator Spring Store, or buy DVD or digital copies of past broadcasts. And, of course, if you are down with the sound, Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Flash the subscribe button. Membership's also available. PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP 37. It tastes great on a cracker. Once again, the final score from Pappas Gymnasium in Brookline, Mass. It is the Fisher Falcons 3 and the Lesley Lynx 0. For all my righty friends here in Brookline, my name is Sam Feely, reminding you forever and always, freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. Fresh for 2025. Suckers. Love you, Katrina.